Okay, so today we're going to be looking at solving two-step equations. Okay, two steps meaning it takes two operations to solve it. All right, we have x over 4 plus 3 equals negative 1/2. Okay, and to solve an equation, we have to get the term with the x. We have to get the x by itself. So we want to get rid of this 3 because it's not with the x. It's plus 3, or a positive 3, so to get rid of it, we would subtract 3 from both sides. Alright, this cancels out, and we're left with x over 4 equals, alright, and here's where we have a fraction, and we're not used to adding or subtracting fractions vertically, so we want to put that horizontally down here. So we have negative 1/2 minus 3. See how I'm writing it horizontally? All right, another thing, we're used to adding fractions with a denominator, right? So we have 3, could also be written as 3 over 1. Now we have two fractions. Okay, we have a subtraction here. When we subtract fractions, we need a common denominator. So let's bring this down, keep x over 4 equals, now we need a common denominator. So we need to think about a denominator that both of these denominators can be multiplied by to get to. So let's say 2. Alright, both of these fractions can be multiplied by something to get a denominator of 2. This fraction was multiplied by 1, right? 2 times 1 is 2. Now my numerator is negative 1 times 1 is negative 1, so basically we kept that fraction. And then this fraction, to get the denominator of 2, we had to multiply by 2 on the denominator. Whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. Okay, our new numerator, 3 times 2 is 6. All right, let's bring down our x over 4 again. And now we're going, since we have the same denominator, we can just subtract across the numerators. There's my subtraction. So it's negative 1 minus 6 is negative 7. And then my denominator is 2, so let's keep that. So now we're at x over 4 equals negative 7/2, or negative 7 over 2. Okay, and at this point we have a one-step equation. It's only going to take one more step. We have to get x by itself still. Now since it's being divided by 4, we have to do the inverse operation to get x by itself. The inverse operation of division is multiplication. We have to multiply both sides by 4. Okay, now since we have a fraction over here, it might be easier to make this 4 over 1 as a fraction, and same if you want to do over here. This cancels out, and you're left with x equals, now this is multiplication of fractions, and we know that to multiply fractions, you just multiply across the numerators and multiply across the denominators. Negative 7 times 4 is negative 28 over 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so we can divide both the top and the bottom by 2 to reduce it, and it equals negative 14 over 1, which equals negative 14. So x equals negative 14. Okay, and to check it, we would plug it back in to the original equation. X over 4 plus 3 equals negative 1/2.